Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. We're still in early access. We unlocked Pictomance in the last one. Now we're unlocking Viper. So, my mans, what's up? You don't look like a Viper man. Oh, look at that. You're an adventurer, yes. There's a spot of bother here at the Weaver's Guild. We can use a hand sorting it out. We received an order for our ensemble, but now that the work's been completed, the client refuses to pay. Mind you, I had my suspicions from the start. He called himself a Viper, of all things. In my experience, people who name themselves after snakes are not to be trusted. In any case, he carries a pair of swords on his back, and I hate to think what would happen if he started wielding them in anger. Could you head to the guild and smooth things over? Who the fuck am I? I'm not the police. What the fuck are you asking me for? Alright. So you just ask random people on the street to help sort out your problems, I see. Alright, Weaver's Guild. Let's go! To the Weavers. Where's the Weaver's Guild at? I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Duh. All the people! Hey, man. You settle down. Good day to you, stranger. I was hoping I could make an acquaintance of someone a bit rough around the edges. Someone who's seen her fair share of action. Could you tell me what praise, what praise worth hunting in here parts? Have you any idea what he's talking about? I took no issue with fulfilling his order, but now it's time for him to pay up. For him to pay, it's as though we were talking at cross purposes. Likewise, I don't understand why this fellow is being so difficult. All I'm asking is for the outvalue order, the name of some critters are worth killing. What's going on here? Maybe I ought to explain from the beginning. I'm from Tyrol, a big old con on the other side of the salt west of here. You've been there, I reckon. I have not. Then you might have seen others who wield the dual blades, or vipers, or as we're traditionally known. I have not been there yet, as of yet, so no, I have no idea what to talk about, sir. Our duty is to hunt ferocious beasts that endanger the lives of the innocent folk. In fact, that's what brought me here. Thing is, all that fighting and long days on the road ain't been too kind to my gear. Reckon it was high time I got a new getup, bespoke and all. Fascinating, I'm sure, but why do you refuse to pay for your order? And why are you so insistent that I choose my prey? Because how else am I supposed to pay you? Do us a favor and we'll hunt down any beast you want. That's the code. How we vipers do business. Culture shot. It appears that Weaver's Guild doesn't have any fiends, need any fiends felled. Weavers prefer more conventional forms of compensation. That's so. So you're saying they want something else instead? Payment commensurate with the skill and the materials required, and guild preferably. Huh. Well, didn't see that one coming. Guess that explains a little misunderstanding. But surely your countrymen trade in some sort of currency, yes? Or are you Vipers so far removed from society as to be unaware of such concepts? Huh. Of course we know what money is. We ain't no bumpkins. But when it comes to requisitioning goods and services, I usually rely on the elders to deal with the artisans and the like. Which is to say, I am in the habit of carrying significant sums. So be it. If your only form of payment is the slaying of beasts, that shall have to do. As it happens, one of my colleagues in Eastern Thanalan reports that our merchants are carrying our supplies were attacked by a wild fiend. What's more, the creature is a species of many-headed scalekin. Oh shit. Scaly? A lot of heads? Hey, alright, you got yourself a deal. Deal? Considering the guild has already fulfilled its end of the bargain, you should count yourself lucky. Still, I hate for anything to go awry at this juncture. May I ask you a favor, you friend? I'd like you to accompany him and ensure that he attacks a creature that has agreed. Or attends a creature as agreed. Besides, I dare say seeing a so-called Viper at work will be an enlightening experience. Sure. The name's Keshqua. Pleasure to meet you. The creature was last seen in your camp Drybone, so I advise you to be in there. I can do that. Dry bone it is. Whee! Alright. Oh, there it is. Excuse me, sir. So this is Camp Drybone, huh? Fitting name. Anyway, you ready to hunt? Yes. What's the cook for? Oh, let me guess. Want to ask around first and see if anyone can point us in the right direction? No need. The Weaver's friend told me plenty. All we gotta do is track down the beast, which is a Viper specialty. Ooh. It's definitely a ferocious beast. They went after trash carried Taylor's materials. Bolts of cloth and whatnot don't sound none too tasty to me, but so I'm guessing it's the merchants themselves that the beast had its eye on. No shit. Most predators use their sense of smell to pick out their meals. Scents carry on the wind, so you gotta consider the position of the rocks and plants to determine how the air tends to flow through an area. Ain't too hard to deduce where a critter's made its lair after you've done all that. Yep, that's a big one. Mean looking, too. Must be wreaking havoc on the food chain, never mind the danger it poses to locals. Well, time to do what a Viper does best. Let's go. Speedy Gonzales. That's that. You actually like the show? Don't play coy. I can see you're intrigued. Before I spill all my secrets, I have a question for you. Ever heard of a Tara Vidral? No. Thought not. Well, they're a rare breed of beast that wields all kinds of power that got no right to have it. They got no right to have it. A threat to every other living being that has what the fuck? Temerity? To breathe in their vicinity. Because of their long lifespans and unnatural abilities, they were dubbed the Tyrants of Tyrol. What's more or less what the name means. But anyway, someone's gotta hunt the Tyrol Vidral, and that someone is us, the Vipers. You know, I've been on a fair few adventures during my time here, but I can tell you're a cut above the rest. Might even have what it takes to be a Viper. If you're interested, I can teach you on one condition. You'll help me hunt down a Tyrol Vidral that's made its way to Eorzea. What do you say? Hell of a thing to ask out of the blue, I know. Just think on it some, will you? Let's head back to Ul'Dan and tell the Weaver fellow we're square. The journey will give you the time to consider my offer. Sure, man. Sure, man. Alright. Oh, cool. It took me straight back to Ul'Dan, but didn't take me right back to the Weaver's Guild. What the fuck? Alright. I'll kind of need to take you back to Ul'Dan, but first you dropped me back at the Weavers. Man. I gave you your Weaver friend the good news, and he handed you over the set of fancy duds as promised. Gotta say, it was worth the trouble. So, about my offer, you ready to become a Viper and protect folks from the nastiest beasts that ever lived? Sure. Mighty fine answer. Well, I'll make a Viper out of you, just see if I don't. First order of business, let me give you this here soul crystal. Oh shit. It contains fascinating knowledge of epicness. Also, I got a fresh set of Viper gear for you. The Weavers Guild wanted to thank you for overseeing our hunt earlier, so they made you your very own outfit. Guess that fella took your measurements by an eye or something. Oh, and the blades are a couple spares I had handy. Try it all on them for size, and let me get a good look at you while you're at it. Sure, man. Viper unlocked! Enter the Viper! Oh boy. Fascinating. Let me get to an area where there's not so many fucking people. Alright, this'll do. La 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 la. Oh. Oh. I want to equip. Honestly, I kind of like that. I kind of like that top. If I'm gonna be honest with you, got the Viper gauge. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Not too bad. Not too bad. I kind of like that top. Honestly, it's not too ugly to look at. Alright, let me do this. Make a new new thing. Put it there. I'll work that. I'll work on the hotbars later. Alright, we got Viper. Which means, like with Pictomancer, I have to figure out how everything fucking works. Alright, so as per usual, I'm gonna get my hotbars set up. I'm gonna get myself leveled up to 90, and then we'll do the job quest. So I will be back shortly. Alright, I am back. 3 days later. So I spent all of early access. This is the last day for early access. Spent the entirety getting both Viper and Pictomancer to level 90. And repeating the process on my other character. So that was fun. We're back. Day 3 or day 4. Well, day 3 actually. Oh no, I lied. Tomorrow is the last day for early access, right? No. Oh no, today's the first. Never mind. I'm stupid. Oh fuck. I've been spending way too much time fucking grinding. I can't even think straight. All right. It was fun. Level 90. Got myself geared out. With what I have currently available. So, let's just dive onto these job quests, shall we? Hey, man. What's up? You sure look the part, but do you feel anything for the soul crystal? I certainly have. I knew it! Sounds like you got what it takes to be a Viper, but the only way to know for sure is to put them skills to the test. For now, we'll need prey. When I hear you adventures, I've got your own guild, so I'm guessing the folks there will know the best spots for hunting. Let's go see what they can tell us. That was strange. I got a phone call from fucking healthcare, but some lady from the front desk asking if I wanted a box lunch. I was like, I'm not in the hospital or anything. That ain't me. Oh lord. Oh boy. All right. We need to go. Where are we going? Oh, I can get my free Fantasia over there, which I'm not gonna bother with that right now. We need to go find some people to kill, monsters to kill. So I like Viper, and I actually ended up liking Pictomancer a lot more than I thought I would. So I made my decision. I was gonna main Viper, my other character, for Dawntrail. But I made the decision to main Pictomancer. Because for one, I haven't mained a magic DPS class yet for an expansion. And two, well, I was having a lot more fun with it than I did. A little bit more fun than I did with Viper. So that's why I decided on leveling it as my main for my other character. This character will remain as a white mage. Hey, man. If you're already after deadly predators, try spawning this basin. Lately, there have been sightings of heretofore unknown species. Those that slaughter anything that moves, including travelers. What's worse, they work in packs. Even the adventurers hired to cull them and ended up meeting a sticky end. Alright. Man. Got an elite already? Maybe there's something to this whole asking around thing after all. Critters not from around these parts, you say? They got chased out of their usual habitat, they're brung here. Either way, that's bad news for the folks unfortunate enough to cross paths with them. Hunting of Tyrell Vidral is Viper's most important duty in that, but that doesn't mean that we had to turn a blind eye to lesser threats. Next stop, Spineless Basin. Alright, sure, man. I don't remember where Spineless Basin was. Where the fuck is that? Is that Blackbrush? Alright. Alright, man. But yeah, I actually ended up liking Pictomancy a lot more than I thought I would. I didn't think I was gonna like Pictomancy all that much. It didn't really look like something that would appeal to me. I mean, I was gonna level it anyway, but as far as being a main for an expansion, it didn't really hook me. But now that I actually got around to playing it twice over, I actually ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I would. Hey man, these are here adventures ran into a whole gaggle of the fiends we're after. They got pretty roughed up, but I saw to the wounds already. Don't you worry. Before we go say hello to the troublemakers, I reckon we ought to teach you about the Viper's dual blades. Our techniques were created by the sole purpose of killing Tyrell Vidral. Most of them are meaner varieties of things you might encounter in the wild, often with special powers to boot. To stand a chance against these powerful enemies, our ancestors looked to the Vipers for inspiration, always twisting and turning to find the perfect angle of attack to take down the bigger prey. Two blades for the twin fangs of a viper to wield in tandem and strike with precision. They can also be combined to a single weapon that weaves and sways like the body of a snake. By switching between these stances, the viper has a capacity to adapt to any situation. Now, the prey we're after tonight ain't nowhere near as fearsome as a Tyrell Vidral, but they'd give you a chance to test out your new skills. Let me know when you're ready. I'm all ready to go, man. I'm all souped up, beefed up, geared up. Alright. They're meaner beasties than they must be biding their time. All I see here is fodder. Though we're practicing your new skills, they'll do fine. Alright, mans. I'll see you out of your way and give you a few pointers. I don't need your pointers. I already figured it out. Let me know when you're ready. Hey, mans. I don't need pointers. Alright. After using the dual web skill, okay, yeah. I already know what to do! What do you want, man? Alright. Opener, flank strike, blah, hind strike, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Got it. Wonderful. This is interesting because they haven't done this thing. They haven't done this kind of thing before with figuring out the new skills. Alright, mans, what now? Rhinos! Lucky for you, I just got the thing for dealing with lummoxes like them. I'll tell you about it when we're ready. Alright, mans. Yeah. Got the hang of the Viper, I'd say. It's not that hard. Not lie. When I first started leveling these things and Pictomancer, I was a little confused on how their skill sets worked, but I figured it out for the most part. Ah, there it is. What are we fighting? Ew. Time to take it down to Pegger 3. Just remember what you're dealing with here. It ain't no pushover like the rest. Ah, I'll live. Still, you got all the tools you need at your disposal. So what a Viper can do. Alright. Alright, mans. Viper does go fast, though. Nothing attacks are the key. Don't give your prey a chance to fight back. I'm gonna fight back regardless what you do. Some attacks work better from certain positions, so mind your footwork. That's one thing I don't really like about melee classes, their fucking positions. Dragoon, monk, samurai. Can't fucking stand jobs or mechanics with positionals. I just don't bother. Dead! It fell on me. I got squished by a dead body. Not bad at all. Those are just the basics, but your execution was mighty impressive. Since you've proven it won't be a liability, let me tell you what the Tyrell Vidral we're up against. Ooh. Was that a chimera? We call it, what the fuck kind of word is that? Zamajun? I'm gonna call it Ick. After learning of the beast, me and my most promising students set out to slay it. Facing it head on almost seemed like suicide, so we laid down an ambush. Almost worked too. Almost. We thought we had it subdued and made our approach to deliver the killing blow, but we'd underestimate the fiend's cunning nature. When we got close, it lashed out, lightning quick, before it taken to the skies. I cradled my brother in arms as he breathed his last. Revenge is all I've been able to think about ever since. I traveled the length and breadth of Tyrell looking for that beast, and with nothing to show for it, but a half-dozen pairs of ruined boots. With each passing day, I grew more and more desperate. That was until I met some folks who crossed the salt on a trade ship from Ul'dah. They claimed they'd seen a huge winged creature flying eastwards over the ocean. Knowing how clever XIV Zamajun? I need to call it Sock. Not Ick. I'm gonna call it Sock. I reckon I'd gone in search of new hunting grounds. Somewhere without an established threat like us Vipers. So I bought passage on a ship, and here I am. Little did I know I was able to be damn near as big as Tyrol. I'm a fish out of water, and I'm not afraid to admit it, or that I'm gonna need all the help I can get. That's where you come in. With you on my side, I might just stand a chance of avenging my fallen comrade. What do you say? Sure. Thanks. That means a lot. Let's get back to Old Dawn and see if we can't find some clues as to Sock's whereabouts. Alright. I can do that. I can do that. Back to Old Oz. So, you might have noticed, or you may not have noticed, there's quite a graphics upgrade. Character models look better, the environments look better. I mean, you may not notice. You may notice a difference. Who knows? For me, I guess some textures I can really tell. The hair I can really tell. I mean, look at the hair. I mean, the hair actually looks like hair, not like pixelated and mashed together. So I definitely noticed the changes. A lot of people don't really like the face changes, but they're alright. Not the best. Oops, that's not what I want. You're not where I want to go. Ugh. Alright. We need to go that way. Yeah, some people don't really like the face changes, but they're alright. You could still probably use some tweaking, but for compared to what they looked like before and how the game looked before, it's definitely an improvement. Hey, mans. As you saw at the Weaver's Guild, chatting up folks that ain't my strong suit. If you're happy to take the lead, I'm happy to follow, at least for now. Then you could ask the locals if they spotted these strange creatures flying around. As for me, I'll study your technique, see if I can't brush up my social graces and whatnot. Sure. One of these things, huh? Hey, man. A flying beast? Why, yes. As of late, I've had signs of such a creature, more and more each day. We look into ourselves, but there have been no reported attacks, nor can I provide you a more detailed description. As such, I can't say it's the same one that you're after. Well, rip. Hey, mans. Yeah, when I was in the ship here, I heard about this hunt your local companies seem to be running. We got a system like that in Tyrol, too, mainly for dealing with the Tyrol withdrawal. Naturally, the bulk of the work was handled by Vipers, but ever since the Dawn Servant came to power, the scope's been expanded to cover a wider range of threats. These days, pretty much anyone can take on jobs, and there's no shortage of them all over. If you're ever in Tyrol, maybe you ought to give it a try. Well, I'll think about it. I'm not quite at that stage yet. I got Pictomancer stuff to do first. A whole lot of people here. We got cities of our own back in Tyrol, but this is something else. You know, to become a Viper, traditionally you gotta live in this remote village in the mountains, where you learn all that you can about the habits of various beasts. Ain't much else to do out there, as any time you get to share yourself, you're expected to spend honing your skills. Once training's done, you're free to roam where you please. There aren't many Tyrol withdrawal that need hunting, but they can spring pretty much up anywhere in Tyrol, so many say it's good to keep on the move. Me, though, I chose to stick around even after I finished my training. It gave me a chance to work on my swordsmanship. Instead of going out looking for work, folks came straight to us asking for help. That's how I got complacent and fell into the habit of letting my elders and students do all the talking and negotiating with outsiders. Even my passage here was arranged by an acquaintance. Man, your social skills are as good as mine. Hey, man. What? A winged creature? Well, I've only heard rumors. They say it has a dozen faces, ringed with red, wriggling tentacles, and shoots beams of lights from its eyes. Of course, it's all too common for those with more money than sense to bring in bizarre species from distant lands. The trouble with the rumors is that they grow even more fanciful with each retelling. Well, that's certainly true. You're not wrong about that. Well, Dan, if I know how you did it, but you and your silver tongue got useful information out of folks. Even if none of it amounted to a solid lead, the knowledge of Sock hasn't kicked up a proper fuss yet, as it could all in itself. I reckon it's taken its time to get the lie of the land, having only just arrived here. Alright, now I've seen the master at work, I'm gonna try my hand talking to the locals. Best way is to learn by doing. I agree with this philosophy. Couldn't agree more. Besides, even face meaner foes in a tight-lipped city folk. And if I make a fool of myself, so what? I'll just ask someone else. And it just so happens I brought with me a whole bunch of herbs and knickknacks from back home I can sell to keep myself fed. It might take a while to find any solid leads, but at least I can get by for the time being. Well, he's optimistic at least. Who's this man? Or lady? So those are the ones who slew my pets. Interlope was on the hunt for my next darling prize. Little do they know it's lost interest in Thanolin. Just as well. Its fickle nature may yet bring us greater delights. Who the fuck is this lady? Ominous. I'll be doing my damnedest to get more information. Might take a while though, so come to see me later and don't forget you practice your Viper techniques. I've already practiced my stuff, man. Good to see you, Cecil. After a lot of asking around, I dug up some new leads on Sock, or at least I think I did. Wasn't easy though. At first, the only stories of interest were about Gridanian poachers dealing in so-called exotic meats. Juveniles. In other words, too young, too dead to be what we're after. That detour notwithstanding, there were a few other tidbits that might be useful. I got my own thoughts on the matter, but I want to hear yours too. Is that alright? Sure. Much obliged. May I saw here an adventurer who came across a whole bunch of strikingly beautiful red feathers just outside of town. They ended up giving them to some kids who've been playing with them ever since. More to the point, there was a talk of a huge beast with glowing blue eyes flying out towards a place called the Black Shroud. Red feathers, blue eyes, put the two together, it sounds an awful lot like Sock. Seems like it's had enough of Thanolin and picked the Shroud as its new stamping ground. What's your take on it all? We'd be foolish not to look into it. I knew you'd agree. After the amount of mystery meat I had to assemble just to squeeze information out of those butchers at the market, I'm glad it paid off. As for our next meal, I recommend you ought to take an airship to Gridania. From what I hear, a fellow named the name of Gavin over at the Adder's Nest should be able to tell us more. I'll meet you there. You do that. I got a fancy thing called teleport, so yeah. I better turn this on. Boop. Alright. Hey, mans. Come to pick your brain. How might I help you? I'm at the I'm searching for this dangerous creature that's come before. Oh, shit. I couldn't finish reading that. It so happens I'm aware of a beast that matches the description of this Sock. Our scouts spoke of its blue eyes and red wings, and of its aggressive nature leading to attack any who dare approach. So it really isn't a shroud. I'm up to no good already. Thankfully, there have been no deaths so far, but it's only a matter of time before a merchant or adventurer becomes the first. I believe Sock came here in search of new territory. Thanolin wasn't to its liking, and now it's testing out the shroud. It would appear so. I'll tell the other adders that you're pursuing the beast, and to lend what assistance they can. I assume that's alright with you. Yes, sir, the more the merrier. The slaying the bastards is what matters, and I ain't too proud to accept help when it's offered. So, where was it last seen? In the South Shroud. Once you get there, head for Quarry Mill and look for Lieutenant Goliath. He's leading the search. Alright, mans. No problem, mans. Quarry Mill. Boop. Alright. Hey, man. You must be Keshqua and Sasala. The Adder's Nest sent word to expect you both. I'm Goliath, the officer in charge of this operation. Ah, there's that fucking lady from the cutscene right there. This is an innocent stork who's provided us with vital information. A merchant and her employer spotted the beast on the way back from Ul'dah. She's also taken the liberty of assembling a team of experts to assist in tracking the target. At no small expense, I might add, but compared to the losses my business would suffer were the creature allowed to roam free, I deemed it a worthy investment. As our goals are aligned, perhaps you wish to join my experts in the field. If so, you'll find them near Roots Lake. I'm sure you'll get along swimmingly. Check this lady out. Looks like they're late to the party. Let's go hear what they have to say. I have a feeling she's misleading us. Where am I going? Alright, down there. Alright. Hey, mans. Fresh meat for the hunt, eh? Order came down to let you tag along, but don't get underfoot. Looking for signs of the creature so our naturalists can predict its movements. We'll then lay traps where it's expected to appear. Got themselves a proper plan, don't they? Seeing as they're being so accommodating, we might as well join in the search. Alright, mans. Alright. What's here? Dung appears to be that of an enormous beast, judging by its dry appearance and mutant odor. It was excreted some time ago. Great. Wonderful. We're looking at monster shit. Great! It's what I'd be doing. But if you're hunting monsters, this is the kind of thing you gotta look for, right? The dung exudes a foul odor. The lingering warmth indicates that it was recently deposited. Great. Wonderful. Alright. Dead deer. The dead deer. These creatures bear the marks of enormous claws in their hindquarters, suggesting they were struck down as they were attempting to flee. Alright. Another dead deer. So many dead deers. Found me a few signs of activity. How about you? Corpses of grazing animals gouged by monstrous claws? Same here. The size and depth of the wounds are consistent with how Sock hunts. And just like back in Taral, it's killing not just to eat, but also to mark its territory. To show anyone and everyone who's boss. Hey, mans. There you are. Managed to sniff anything out? Yes, sir. Aside from a couple of dunghills, we got some dead wildlife. Most likely work of Sock. I reckon it's close, somewhere north of the swamp. We came to the same conclusion. This predator makes no attempt to cover its tracks. Clearly it has survived so long by virtue of its immense proportions and in spite of its diminished intelligence. You got it all wrong. It left those tracks on purpose to see how we react. Are you saying the beast is testing us? That's absurd. The level of foresight and cunning required to even attempt to do so is far beyond the League's lesser beings. As for the corpses it left behind, those animals must not have been up to its taste. I suggest using fresh cuts of prime livestock as bait. The bloodier the better. Once the creature has been enticed, surrounding and subduing it is but a formality. Hate to break it to you, but Sock's way too clever to fall for that. You're gonna need every trick in the book, and then some. Rest assured, consider every eventuality. And even if there was a merit to your advice, I'll not let it sit by that our success was the product of anyone's genius but mine and mine alone. What difference does it make who came up with what? A monetary difference. And this historic and offers better rewards based on performance. Oh, good. Aye, but don't even think about seeing our thunder. We're the ones who bring her XIV, whatever its name is, not you. Listen, we're trying to fight large predators like these. If you got any sense, you'll let us take the lead. Put our lives in the hands of complete strangers? I think not. There's no place in our strategy for you, so stand aside and we'll wait for the instructions. Fine, have it your way. If you're half the hunters you think you are, Socks is dead, right? Come on, Sis, let's leave him to it. Nothing good ever came from working with people you can't trust. Even I know that. And it's decided you two away at the southern end of the lower pass. We're ready to give chase in case the beast escapes us. Not that it will. Oh boy, they're dead. They're dead. They even had that ominous music play too. Whenever that plays, it's never anything good. Alright. Let's see how the hunt goes. Awful quiet, don't you think? Oh boy. Ah! You hear that? It must be one of the hunting party. It came from up north. Let's move. Oh boy. Got in over their heads. Try to warn them. No one listens to us. No one listens to me. Whether it's in game or real life, no one listens to me. Now they're all dead. We'll see blood everywhere. Bodies ripped apart. And he's dead. Ripped apart. Ugh. I know it hurts, but please, tell us what happened. It was watching us. That fresh sandwich should draw the target out of hiding. Though, if at least with the toxin I bought, success is practically guaranteed. Toxin? We were explicitly told not to kill the beast, in case you'd forgotten. Of course not. It can be used as a sedative. Highly potent, but only lethal if applied in excess. If you lack the stomach for it, I'll do it myself. Naturally, my personal contributions will be detailed in the final report to ensure credit is given where it's due. Where the hell is you playing at? If it catches wind, the plan's ruined. Should we go after them? No, it'll make things worse. If that bookworm wants to stick his neck out for a few gil, I say let him. What? No. No! Ah! He's dead. Ooh. A ravenous beast. That's quite the beast. Gods have mercy, there it is. Stay calm, nothing's changed. Except the bait. Another chance. That thing's ugly. Well, they're all dead. You were screaming. I ran, but I could still hear. You're right. It knew. It knew. Keshqua, Cecilla, Father 12, what happened here? The hunters became the hunted. I shall see that the remains are recovered and the necessary rites are performed. And perhaps you'd be so kind as to return to Cornwall and share this unfortunate tidings of the innocent stork. Oh boy. They all dead. They all dead. Oh, take me straight here. You, how kind of you. All right. Hello, lady. I anticipated casualties, but it was a massacre. Sock's grown bolder. Before, only hunted animals, lone travelers. Prey it knew it could handle with ease. Its past brushes with death taught to be cautious. That's probably why it flipped its in the first place, too. But it just outwitted a group of armed hunters. Instead of running away from trouble, the beast went looking for it. This was sports. A game. It was having fun. Now that it's had taste, it's only gonna want more. My poor judgment invited this tragedy. I must make amends. Please allow me to assist you in pursuing this creature. Even without a team of experts at my disposal, I believe my network contacts will prove useful in gathering vital information. Keep the freelancers out of leave the hunting to us. Understood. I place my faith in your abilities as vipers. I appreciate it, ma'am. If you're turning up any leads, be sure to let us know. I'd best return to Adder's Nest and deliver my report. It's imperative we inform the populace of the threat posed by Sock. Might I ask that you use Core Mill as your temporary base of operations? Knowing where to find you will make it easier to coordinate our efforts. So it's fine. Suits me fine. Besides, I got plenty to do here to learn how about this neck of the woods and the critters and whatnot. But while I have you, there's one thing I want to ask. How'd the twin adders get their name? Beg your pardon? What does that have to do with Sock? Nothing really. It's just us vipers base our fighting styles on snakes, so they're near and dear to our hearts. Might even say we got a reverence for them. Is that so? I suppose we also feel a kinship towards snakes. The name Twin Adders came from a pair of white snakes in the Gardanian standard, though that imagery predates the city-state's founding. There was more I could tell you, though. I fear other matters must take precedence. With the history as long as that, we'd be here talking like the Packas come home. I'd love to hear more about it, but I understand it'll have to wait. I best could learn what I can about Sock. While I see that, maybe you ought to squeeze in some more training. Alright. Hey mans, I'm back again. 5% of the hunt. I had a feeling when I woke up this morning, but sure enough, Sock struck again. Goliath and Instant Circle are trying to narrow down where it'll appear next based on the reports, but so far they've come up empty. I hear Goliath is over at Fallgore Float talking to witnesses. Let's go see what he's learned. Okay, I can do that. Fallgore Float. Fallgore Float. Hey mans. Thank you for coming. I expect Keshqua has shared some of the details, but it's been worse than we thought. Sock grows increasingly bold, with deadly consequences. For a blessing, the people here remain calm, though we must act quickly to avoid widespread panic. The Adams have called upon anyone with information to share and asked that they gather here. As we requested that any detail be reported, no matter how small, we find ourselves somewhat inundated. I'm certain, however, that among this counts of clues vital to locate our quarry. We can help with that. All we gotta do is ask folks around what they've seen, right? Ah, yes, that would be most helpful. Perhaps we could start near the aetherite while Cecil asks those about the bobbing cork? Sure. Not gonna do that. Hopefully his social skills got better. Alright. Hey mans. I was passing by through the North Shroud and I saw a frightful creature with immense red wings. It was a little too far away to see clearly, but it seemed to be battling a group of smaller beasts, which it promptly slaughtered before flying away. It's probably a good thing you stayed hidden away, because you have been the next meal. While passing through, I heard that some fiend was on a rampage over in the Shroud. I didn't think much of it at first, but when I saw the people coming here from that direction, looks in the faces, I decided to stay put. Good thing I did too, or I might have died. I would agree. I saw it flying over the central shroud. With each wing flap of its massive wings came a powerful wind, bearing the scent of blood. So noxious and suffocating. It was all I could do not to vomit where I stood. Ew. Gross. 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 Alright. Hey mans, what'd you find out? Everyone's got a story here. Got a story to share. But nothing that seems to be to the point where Sock might strike next. You do any better? Northeast and Central Shroud, huh? The folks I asked said it was in the south. I tell you, it must be trying to make the whole damn forest its territory. Hold on now. One of the guys I talked to said it was in the East Shroud. Everyone has heard the beast was on a rampage, but mine say he never saw Sock, even though they should have been there at the same time. That's worth looking into, don't you think? Might be onto something. Doesn't feel like much, but it's our only lead. I'm not saying this is the answer, but you never know where our trail will take you until you follow it. You gotta go chat up that fella again. I'll take you to him. Alright. Where are we going? As I said before, I was traversing the East Shroud on an errand when I heard what sounded like flapping of enormous wings. A moment later, I saw a wounded animal charging through the brush. It was then I recalled the rumors of a monstrosity on the loose, and realized I was in danger and ran. So the critter was hurt, but still able to make an escape? The only way we could have gotten away from Sock is if the bastard chose to let it go. Meanwhile, our friend here was close enough to hear the wings flapping, yet lived to tell a tale. An adventure traveling alone would have been easy pickings, so why did Sock spare him? He did something that no other adventure had done before? He was carrying something that no other adventure had? All I had on me were some bottled potions and ethers. Ah, but there was one other thing. I carry a potpourri filled with Giribani and wildgrass. An Alamegan custom, in case you're unaware. That's gotta be it. Goliath will want to hear about this. Alright. Good, Elias. Hello, mans. Could you wait here a moment? Keshquile asked me to verify a theory of his. I shan't be long. I shan't be long. It's exactly as you surmised. Most of what those I've seen with Sock and lived to tell the tale are Alamegan adventures. I knew it. It's gotta be that fragrance. A lot of animals have powerful sense of smell, and Sock's no exception, which makes it that much more sensitive to odors than it doesn't care for. I reckon the beast can't stand the wild grass in those potpourris. It's a potent fragrance, a lot like another kind of wild grass we got back in Tyrol. Come to think of it, Sock never went anywhere near that grass where that grass is growing. If one man's meat is another's poison, perhaps the same can be said for aromas. Exactly. And now that we know that what Sock can't stomach, we can use this information to drive where we want it. Then it would behoove us to share our discovery with the innocent Stork. Given the information and contacts at her disposal, I dare say she'll help us find a way to utilize the fragrance to its maximum potential. I dare say you're right. In the meantime, we'll head on over to Garibani and pick us some wild grass. Yes, by all means. We must do everything in our power to avert further tragedy. Ooh. Many of the adventurers gathered here are so terrified of encountering Sock that they're considering abandoning the profession entirely. Several are yet fledglings. If they had to contend with the foe far beyond their reckoning, they'd die before getting enough experience even to be considered adventurers. The thought of their bright futures being snatched away like that is almost none more than I can bear. This is the very reason I joined the Twin Adders, to prevent such senseless deaths. Therefore, I humbly request your cooperation in slaying the dread Sock. The dreaded Sock. No need, I had every intention of putting the bastard in the dirt. I save worlds, so this is nothing to me. To the matter at hand, then. A few moments ago, one of the adventurers mentioned the wild grass we seek grows abundantly at Pike Falls. Once you've collected enough, let's rendezvous at Quarry Mill. I must warn you, though, the Garibani is home to some particularly vicious wildlife. Be on your guard. Trust me, I know what Garibani is like. It's quite the area. It's quite the terrain. Alright, what were we doing before I got interrupted? Oh, that's right, we're going to, here, Garibania. Where in Garibania am I going? Hashem Orion's? God, I haven't been to fucking Garibania in fucking I don't know how long. Don't know how long since I've been here. Forever and a half. I mean, when I say I haven't been here forever, I'm literally not joking. I think the last time I actually came through here was for the Beast Tribe quest. That was way back before Endwalker. I think that was the last time I actually set foot in this place, honestly. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Alright. Take that away. Yoink! Oh. Alright. Take this. Alright. Hey, mans. That ought to do it. Much as I'd love to stick around to study the wildlife, we better hurry back to Quarry Mill. Trust me, there's really not much to see here around here, my guy. There's not much to see around here. Already right. You've done well to gather so much wild grass. It's promise I've called upon an innocent sort to advise us on our next steps. I placed an order with an alchemist acquaintance for custom-made diffuser pouches, which may employ to spread the aroma over a wide area while prolonging its potency. We will issue these pouches to twin adder units tasked with driving the beast to an isolated location of our choosing. Away from civilians in an ideal spot for the showdown. That's good thinking. Indeed, once the pouches have been produced, the beast is as good as ours. If I may, there is a further request I wish to make. Rather than slaying Sock, would you instead be able to capture it alive? Better to understand its behavior. Such knowledge will prove invaluable to such predators of similar nature to trouble us in the future. That's a risk we can't afford to take, ma'am. Those hunters of yours tried baiting it with a carcass laced with sedatives, but Sock saw right through their plan. It's demonstrated a degree of cunning to rival any man's. Even if we did capture it, it's only a matter of time before it escapes and kills again. There's only one way to deal with a monstrosity like that. You slay it first, chance you get. No half measures, no hesitation. Then we're left no other choice. Oh boy. Pray forgive me for making such an ill-considered suggestion. I shall abandon all thoughts of capturing the beast and instead turn my attention to the procurement of the diffuser pouches. You'll hear from me soon. Oh, I don't like that ground in your face. Oh boy. She ought to know by now what we're up against. Why even ask? She's got her own angle. I hate the type to guess at folks' motivations. Wish she'd do us all a favor to put our cards on the table. The rich and the powerful are rarely so obliging. You got that right, but since us saw the earth are speaking our minds, there's a fear in you, but what I can't tell. Go for your thoughts? Never know, I might be able to help. Well, after talking about those adventures, I can't help but feel a little scared of Sock, that's all. Anyway, I should return to Gardania to make my report. Man, without how imposing that beast is, I can't blame you. Can't blame you. Folks always say one thing and mean another. Just when I was starting to believe I'd gotten the hang of polite conversation. Ain't no force in the issue, I know. If Goliath has something to say, he'll say when he's good and ready. So now we gotta keep waiting on those pouches, and who knows how long that'll be. I'll keep an eye on things here, so I recommend you get ready to face off. Sure, man. Whatever you say, sir. Goliath sent word that the diffuser pouches are ready. He's heading on over now. Once he arrives, we can finally put this plan to action. Something tells me that's not gonna work. The pouches have been distributed among the twin adders, along with the instructions of correct handling. You see, according to the alchemist who made them, the aroma of the wild grass dulls the senses. For the average person, this would do little more than soothe the nerves, but to a creature with a heightened sense of smell, the effect would be far more pronounced. As for where we'll entrap and Sock, Innocent Stork has proposed a location in the Giovanni hinterlands that she believes is ideal. The surrounding area is largely uninhabited, and in Idleshire, the only settlement nearby, is that relatively simple to defend. We have already consulted with the Ishgardians, and they gave us their permission to proceed. That's all well and good, but by the look of your face, you're not. I ain't gonna press. But I will suggest that once we get to Dravania, you would best hang back and define to us. You know full well I'm keeping things from you, yet you still sort of concern for my well-being. Why? Just for my way, I suppose, or the way I was trained as a viper. It's our job to keep folks safe from the creatures that go against the natural order. Doesn't matter who you are, whose side you're on. Politics, feuds, all that drama, none of that are concerned. Oh man, I got my doubts about you, but you're still someone I need to protect from Sock. Simple as that. There's something you need to know. Out in Western Court, this is... Well, as I thought. You've yet to depart from Cormel. What's keeping you? Lieutenant Goliath, whatever's the matter? You look like someone just walked over your grave. I'm glad to find you two in better spirits, though. Seeing as our friend is somewhat under the weather, perhaps it's best he stays behind with me in Idleshire. No objections here, but Goliath and I are having a heart-to-heart, if you don't mind. I do. We have a schedule to keep, and I must insist our dear Vipers get underway. While you're en route to the Javon Hinterlands, I would be happy to lend an ear to Goliath and his troubles. You needn't worry about yourselves. It's of no importance. I wish you both good hunting. Is he being blackmailed? He's being blackmailed, isn't he? Talk about shit timing. For better or for worse, we'll find out what he was holding back soon enough. Anyway, we got a withdrawal to slay. Yeah, something tells me that's not going to quite go to plan. Alright. Oops. Oh, the hinterlands. Great. To the hinterlands. I still wish this place had a fucking, etherite. Alright. Another place I haven't been to in a hot minute. I don't think I've been here since I did the relic quest for Astrologian. Alright. Oh, hey, man. Mans. No sign of Sock, which gives us time to pick a good spot for an ambush. Let me know what you find. Sure. And what makes you think it's gonna come all the way out here in the boonies? Alright. Now, while this offers a commanding view of the air, it does not offer enough space to fight for your full potential. This spot's even worse! Only limited view of vision and combat would doubtless prove difficult. Oh, no shit. Use the structure of the wall. You should remain concealed easily. You should survey the number of locations in each variant and suitability, and Keshqua will be eager to hear your report. Alright. Hey, mans. Found something you ain't gonna believe. Smell that? It's got one of Stork's diffuser pouches. Somebody must have hidden it nearby. The bag of wildgrass sneaked up the place. There's no way Sock was ever gonna show. Goliath and Instant Stark sent us on a wild alpaca chase. So where's our trial of withdrawal if it ain't here? Cortez Winterlands. Oh, so that's what Goliath was trying to tell us. At least until it was cut off. If any luck, that clue leads us to an Instant Stork. She's probably still planning to capture Sock alive, the stubborn fool. Alright, great. Little lady is getting over her head. Little lady. Alright. Oh boy. I like the last little lady with the hat. At least she was a decent person. This one, not so much. Alright. Mans. No sign of a tricksters or sock. We must keep searching. Got a wide area to search, dude. There they are. Well, there's the esteemed Vipers who, with all their supposed skill and intellects, asserted that capturing the Great Sock was nigh impossible. Or perhaps you were simply afraid. As you can see, I proved equal to the task. All it took was a little ingenuity. I understand Sock's cunning and cruelty better than anyone. There's no way you got in that cage without... Wait, where's your bodyguard? Sacrificed. You yourself observed how tempting to lure Sock with obvious bait and in failure, but a beast is still a beast. A predator is compelled to hunt. Casualties are inevitable, and a prudent strategy must account for them. An exceptional one, however, would leverage this element to its advantage, as mine did. What a bitch! You ordered him to put sedatives in his pocket and face Sock alone! It was all over before it began. The screams still ringing in my ears. So you fed Sock the sedatives and your bodyguard along with them? You tell me he willingly offered himself up? Enthusiastically, even. All to ensure his plague-stricken family received treatment, the duration of which would be determined by his performance. He all but leapt into the beast's maw. As I'm sure Goliath would agree, there's no limit to what we can accomplish when given the appropriate incentive. I go to such despicable lengths to capture Sock. Oh please, everyone's getting what they wanted. So let's not quibble over the details. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll even answer your question, rudely asked though it was. And everyone has their own unique proclivities, and I am no exception. I have awoken to the thrill of bringing rare and ferocious beasts under my power. But that only whets my appetite for the true pleasure, when I unleash my pets upon worthy opponents to enact scenes of glorious carnage. I've met my fair share of monsters, but none of them compare to you. A monster and a fool. That there is a Tyrell of a draw. The moment you open that cage, it's gonna rip you to shreds. Indeed it would, if it were so inclined, but if Sock is as intelligent and bloodthirsty as you say, it'll soon learn that I can provide a constant supply of worthy prey. In return, it will accept me as its master. I don't think it works that way, lady. It's awake? Ah! I grow tired of this place. One of my lesser pets should be enough more adequate to dispose of you. After all, I'm loath to release Sock while it remains subdued. And though I may not been watching, do try to put on a good show regardless. What a bitch. What a bitch. Hope that monster eats her alive. That's what she gets. That's what she deserves. Alright. Fucking beast. You right, mans? Down for the count. Thanks, I owe you. God damn it. I can't believe anyone would be stupid enough to try taming a Vitral. Never mind Sock himself, not Sock itself. But what really sticks in my craw is that Goliath has been dancing to innocent Stork's tune. And here I was thinking he needed our help. She must be manipulating him. He seemed afraid of her like before. You're right. There's more to this than meets the eye. Anyway, no point in freezing our asses off here. Let's get back to Quarry Mill and think things over. Alright. I can do that, Mr. Sir. Woo! Alright. One thing I know for certain is that Sock ain't gonna play this obedient pet for long, and Stork's gonna find out the hard way. But I reckon that'll be what after she gets the urge to indulge her twisted appetites. I'll do what I can to suss out where she got to before then. Then there's Goliath. The Tornadoes need to know what he's been up to, and that he's still alive. For now, at least. You best get back to your training for now. Cage or not, Sock's out there, and our job ain't done till it's dead. Alright. I can do that! Vengeance of the Viper! Since the last time we spoke, the Tornadoes have been looking for Goliath, but they ain't found a hide nor a hair of him. Meanwhile, there have been plenty of Sock sightings. Seems innocent Stork's eager to put her new pet to work. I expect that's why Goliath's commanding officer asked for our help. Let's head to the Twin Adder's nest and hear what he has to say. Okay. Okie doke. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that! Alright. Hey, mans. It's good to finally meet you both. Goliath spoke highly of you and your contribution to our hunt for a Sock. Speaking of which, you got information for us, right? We received multiple eyewitness reports of a creature surpassing even the most elite marks. It dispatched its victims swiftly before flying away. At innocent Stork's direction, I'll wager. Oh shit. Skipped it. Those slain are mostly roaming adventurers, but the circumstances of each attack suggest an escalation. The beast is striking in broad daylight. God damn it, keep hitting it. There is another matter which to discuss, from which may shed some light on the situation. We received a letter from Goliath. Though details are sparse, he wishes to resign from the Twin Adders. The letter also includes a message for the two of you. Do you recall our discussion in Southern Thandalin? Though my aspirations were beyond me, I pray you to succeed in fulfilling your own. I remember Goliath. He wanted to prevent those with bright futures from dying before their time. That's why he joined the Twin Adders. Wait. We had to talk in the Shroud, not Thandalin. And he mentions our aspirations, which is to protect people from rampaging beasts. Don't you see? He's telling us that Sock's gonna appear in Southern Thandalin. Hidden message. Albeit not a particularly well-hidden one. If innocent Stork read this, she would have surely divined his intent. I can only surmise that she knew and allowed the letter to be sent regardless. What better way to lure you into confrontation with Sock than by taking advantage of Goliath's sincere plea for help? Trap or not, a competition seems to be fine. If it's the show she wants, then we're gonna have to oblige. I hope she gets eaten. As for the wearer, she's doubtless wishes to avoid attracting the attention of the immortal flames in the Amalja. Sagoli Desert, like as not. I'll send word to Uldab. But in the meantime, I wish you every success. Alright. Back to the deserts. The deserts. In the sands. Oh, God. Alright. The Sagoli Deserts. Forgotten Springs. Alright. I'm going that way. It's hot as shit over here! Alright, mans. Another carcass. That was Sock's work. Didn't expect the trail to be this easy to pick up, but perhaps I should have. All that's left now is to walk straight into the trap. No viper worth their soul ever shied away from danger. Am I right? Sure. Drake. Man down. Such grace, such power, magnificence itself a given form, worthy of awe. Alas, these mediocre distractions are a poor canvas for your art. It's over, innocent stork. On the contrary, the main attraction is just beginning. Goliath, what has he done to you? What have you done to him? After his child is struck with the coded letter, I decided to let Sock punish him. An appetizer, if you will. I have the money and the privilege in the world, and this is how you choose to use it. Killing for the sake of killing. You're no better than a troll of a draw. A monster deserves to die. A flatter in comparison, though you seem to be forgetting the literal monster that stands before you. Sock, I've brought you fresh prey. Eat her! Do it! Oh, come on, mans. Oh, I haven't forgotten about you. A coward through and through, I knew, but one I thought had some pride. Guess I was wrong. It's time! Sock is ours! Alright. Giant bird. Chimera thing. Alright, mans. Sock, give me your bloody spectacle! I would hate for this to end too quickly. Why not toy with them a little? Can't afford any mistakes. Stay sharp, Cecila. I got it, man. Alright. Wait, what's that smell? For the foes indeed, Sock, the time of the games is over! What was that? Some underhanded tactic, no doubt. This is limited to your power? Kill them now! Hey, three of you. Alright. That's it, and it's Cirque made a huge mistake. Yeah, moving great. Alright. This is all you're capable of. Do it. Eat her. I'm not satisfied with the prey I provided. You have to tell. You'll have all that you want more, but only if you obey. Kill them. Kill them now. I demand it. This ain't the sock, I know, and I reckon Instant Stork is the reason why. I can smell the wild grass on her. Oh, this potent mixture than the one we doled out before. Just enough to keep Sock at arm's length. But even that's too much for the Vidraw's senses. That's why it's addled and can't think straight. Even so, she's made a fool's bet. Sock's only tolerated Instant Stork and her shenanigans to say its own bloodlust. Two apex predators can't make nice forever. I'm not done with you yet! Goliath, you stubborn worm! What? Get out of here, bitch! Yeah, good riddance! Maybe now it can concentrate on the fight. Alright, so give it everything you got. Not for the real fight. Bitch is gone. I was hoping he'd eat her, but I guess that's fine. Blow her off a cliff. Alright. Alright. I know what that does. This is the first time I've actually been able to use the higher level skills. I've been doing this in Zadnor for the whole time, so I don't know. I'm still learning the moveset. Strange, be careful. Ugh, that packed a punch. Damn it, this ain't over, not by a long shot. Cecil, you alright? I will live. The wings, they accumulate ether before it beast strikes. Kill the wings. Flies is right. When it spreads its wings, get ready for a huge attack. Alright, we can do it, man. Go for the wings! Keep it pinned down! Alright. You did it! Now for the other wing! That did the trick. Uh-oh. Alright. 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 Die! Fucking bird creature thing. Dead. Got him. Good riddance. He's gonna spring back up. A restless beast, may you find peace in death. As the serpent sheds its skin, relinquishes husk, that you may rise again to meet greet a new dawn. And since Stork genuinely believed that she could bend such a creature to her will, that arrogance cost for her life. She never understood what she was dealing with, or afforded proper respect. She took her superiority for granted, but the power she wielded to flaunt the laws of men was powerless against the natural order. Goliath, Cecila, thank you for everything. It was a damn sight harder than I reckoned it'd be, but I finally avenged my brother in arms and fulfilled my duty. I can once again hold my head high again. No problem, mans. So we can hear Goliath's side of the story now. Sock might be dead, but we still have a loose end or two to tie up. You haven't told us why you led us on a merry chase, for instance, Stork. May as well come clean now. Well, when I was a young child, my merchant parents were slain by a wild creature on their travels. I said at Falgor when I told you I swore to save others from a similar fate. That's why I joined the Twin Adders. A commendable motivation. Then I met an innocent Stork who explained with great enthusiasm that she shared my desire to protect others by bringing these beasts to heal. I thought I had found a kindred spirit. But I later realized he'd fed me nothing but lies. She used me to obtain information collected by the Twin Adders, all for the sake of identifying potential additions to her menagerie. I disclosed all manner of sensitive intelligence to her, believing it was in furtherance of her efforts to save lives. By the time I learned of her true intentions, it was too late. I confronted her, told her I was going to inform my superiors. She smiled aloud and said she would unleash her fiends upon Gridania if I spoke a word, with some of her finest reserved specifically for my family. I'm guessing it was innocent Stork's idea to have you join the investigation into Sock. It was. There's no excuse for what I did. Allowing myself to become her pawn has led to much needless suffering. Nothing I can say or do will ever be enough to earn your forgiveness. Whatever punishment awaits me, I shall accept it gladly. Well, Cecil, what do you think? I think you should decide. I mean, he was your hunt. If he only done me wrong, I'd be willing to look the other way. But his deceptions cause all kinds of trouble for the Twin Adders. They're the ones who need to stand in judgment. Quite right. I will request my superior meet semester core email, where I shall give a full account. That's settled then. Meet us there when you're ready. I expect discharge and discipline. Alright. As a soldier of the Twin Adders, your actions are inexcusable. Once I have made my report, expulsion will be the least of your worries. There will likely be a trial. Where I come from, we don't take kindly to liars neither. Our words are bond, and the violation of that trust demands punishment. But I will say this: the lies he told were to protect the people of Gridania. Not only that, the actions he took contributed directly to the defeat and death of Sock. I won't say that end justifies the means, but it's not nothing. Duly noted, though I trust you to understand that this consideration may not change the outcome. Yes, sir, ain't my place to tell you folks how to handle your business. I'm just a simple man who crossed the salt to kill a withdrawal. And but if Goliath isn't stuck in a cell for the foreseeable future, I got something that he can help me with. You see, now that my business here is concluded, it's high time I made my way home. Trouble is, passage back is more than I can presently afford. I'm going to need to put in some work, and I reckon Goliath can help me find clients in need of Viper skills. For a simple man who knows better than tell us how to handle our business, you struck upon an intriguing solution. Well, I've spent a fair bit of time in the company of a silver-tongued someone. Goliath, your conduct cannot be easily forgiven. Even so, it must be acknowledged that you played a vital role in the slaying of Sock. Swear to never again stray from the path of righteousness, and no charge will be brought against you.
Moreover, I will accept your voluntary resignation as you did previously request. With this arrangement, you may yet pursue your dream of defending the innocent from nature's most deadly threats, in your capacity as Keshqua's assistant. What say you? It's a happy ending! I shall do as you ask. You have my word. Though I will bear the shame of my misdeeds as long as I live, I shall endeavor to redeem myself to the service of the people. You can start by finding me some beasties to slay. Well, it seems I'll be sticking around at yours a while longer. In the meantime, you're sure to find clients of your own. I reckon this continent's more than big enough for the both of us. Wherever there are folks in need of a viper, that's where we'll be. I agree. It's a big place, big world. So they can roam around this. Are they gonna like disappear like the red mage guy does, or are they gonna be stationed here? They're gonna be stationed here. All right, that's fun. That's it for the Viper quests. There are no level 100 quests. I'm assuming because they didn't have any for level 90 for all the other jobs. Like at the end of Shadowbringers, once you hit level 80, you got one big old wrap-up quest at level 80 for the jobs, but they didn't do that for Endwalker, and I'm assuming they didn't do that again for this one. So I'm pretty sure there are no level 100 quests. If there is, I will see what I can do about that, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. So yeah, that's it for Viper. I hope you enjoyed it. I liked it. It was a fun job. So, yeah. I got Pictomancer we need to do. Then we can, but yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up here when we come back. We got Pictomancer we gotta do. And then we can do story. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.